It was the biggest Tyrannoid you've ever seen. Big as a Star Cruiser and packing twice as much firepower. There was no escape. He was coming right at me. Closer, closer. Oh, what am I gonna do, right? Closer, even closer. Click, click. My blaster jammed.
No way! What happened next?
Yes, go on. We're all riveted.
So, this is the mighty Q-Force I've heard so much about. Pathetic! I could obliterate the lot of you, and they wouldn't even mention it in Supervillain Weekly.
True, sir, but you'll have done the fashion world an enormous service.
And as for you, Agent Clank, I have far grander plans for you. All right, Lawrence, you can turn it off now.
Oh, may I, sir? What a treat.
Al, come in.
Yellow.
Someone just transmitted a hologram onto the ship. I need to know where the signal came from.
Let's see. Backtracing the signal. Six-path alpha key encryption? Amateurs. I got it. It came from a facility on planet Daxx. Accessing their computer files.
Planet Daxx?
Aha! I found something suspicious. Patching it through now.
Tonight, we take a journey inside the enigmatic mind of our galaxy's foremost evil genius, Dr. Nefarious. We'll take a tour of this secret facility on planet Daxx, home to some of the galaxy's most insidious superweapons, including the dreaded Rainbow Aphrolyzer. Dr. Nefarious, we've all enjoyed your past work, but how do you respond to critics who say your latest galactic schemes are just more of the same?
I will annihilate them!
Lawrence, tell us a bit about this top-secret superweapon being constructed on planet Daxx.
Well, super is such a strong word. For that matter, weapon may be a tad overdoing it. We do, however, have a lovely view of the ocean at sunset.
Is Dr. Nefarious poised on the brink of galactic domination, or is this super weapon just the latest in a series of maniacal pipe dreams? Stay tuned for more from Supervillain Weekly!
Whatever Nefarious is doing on Daxx, it can't be good.
We'll check it out.
You're welcome.
Alright guys, Bludger Boy here to play some more Ratchet Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal. It has been 2 months since I've done a recording of this. It's insane. You'll probably notice there's been like borderline 0 like uploads. I did not even know where I was going right then. I just walked this way and now this cutscene has played. Cutscene jumping out of alleys, man. It's been that long, I've got no clue. Well, I know what we're up to. We just did Tyrannosis, but I've got no clue what happens after this. I'm not the Ratchet Clank fan you all thought I was. But yeah, it was stupid. I made a video a while back saying I want to do all this stuff on YouTube. Check out all these ideas I have. Let's play some X64 games and let's play some. I'm gonna start Ratchet Clank 3 and I'm gonna upload some Movie Planet 2 stuff and the Snake video and the blah blah blah. And then Uni comes along and says, "Alright, I've got this month here. You see, this month of September, and I put 3 exams in it and 3 essays in it, just because I thought you'd like that. So here you go. Have fun with that." And I'll be on the beach masturbating. So yeah, that's what I've been doing like all month. Like not like I've literally just been had my head down just working all the time. But the only time I haven't been working, I haven't felt like doing anything for YouTube because I've had all this shit to do. And I had a week off last week, and I just wanted a week off, like just off, switch off, do not do anything kind of week. And I played quite a few games actually. I got GTA 5, of course. Got GTA 5. I've been loving that. That's been quite fun. I haven't played the online yet. I've heard nothing but bad things in terms of both the glitches and the bugs. All this shit about like losing characters and whoops,
Press circle to destroy the
I wanted
red
to
defense.
make the help this lady
Press
shut
square
up.
to collect the green code snippets.
I've heard all this stuff about
Press circle to
characters
destroy the red
disappearing,
defense
losing
programs.
progress, losing
The blue
money.
defenses are
And I've heard stuff about the
indestructible.
game itself not being that fun. Like, you can't grind missions, or you can, or it's bad or something. There are microtransactions involved, and you get banned for blowing up people's cars. It just sounds like a fucking mess. That and the connection issues, which I'm almost certainly going to face, given that my internet sucks, and I live in Australia, and the game just came out, so there are a bajillion people playing it anyway. I just said fuck it, and just stuck to the single player, which has been fantastic. I'm loving the single player. Oh, having a lot of fun. Though admittedly, I got the game like 2 weeks after it came out, because the game came out when I was in the middle of uni work, and I knew it would be a stupid idea to get the game while I had all the stuff to do for uni, just fucking suicide. Academic suicide, so I decided, let's not get the game straight away. I pre-ordered it online, saved myself quite a bit of money, and had it delivered. Got here about 2 weeks after it came out, I think. Got here a week ago today, so it would have got here... Oh, I'm trying to think of the date. 27th was a Friday. 28th, 29th, 30... 1... Yeah, it would have gone here to 2nd of October. So I got it quite a while after it came out, 2 weeks after it came out. But the wait was like worth it. I was getting kind of anticipatory. I was anticipating it too much. I was getting kind of angsty, anxious, waiting for it, because my break started on Monday the 30th, and I thought I was going to get here on the Monday because it had been like 2 weeks since I ordered it. I paid for it in full just before it came out, so I'm like, well, hopefully it'll get here when my break starts. That'll be perfect timing. Didn't get here on the Monday. I was kind of annoyed. Didn't get here on the Tuesday. I'm like, what the hell? But it finally got here on the Wednesday, and just played the crap out of it. Though admittedly, I haven't been only playing GTA 5. I actually haven't played it in a couple of days. Because before GTA 5 came out, Ratchet Gladiator came out, HD finally came out for the European versions. I'm going to have a whole rant on that, because it hasn't been fixed, to make a long story short. Full of bugs and glitches and shit. That, and last Sunday I went to a retro gaming shop with a friend of mine, and bought a few PS2 games, including Time Splitters. Time Splitters is fucking awesome. Oh my god. Time Splitters is amazing. We're talking like a 13-year-old PS2 game. It is fantastic. I had so much fun playing it. I'm still having fun playing it. I'm playing that instead of GTA 5. That's how much fun I'm having with it. It's just a first-person shooter. Kind of like GoldenEye or Perfect Dark, made by a bunch of developers who used to be part of Rare. So it has that very GoldenEye Perfect Dark kind of feel. There's no aiming reticle on the screen. The controls are very similar, and it's a lot better than Perfect Dark and GoldenEye because one, I get to play it with a fucking PS2 controller instead of an N64 controller, which is just horrible. Two, the frame rate's not shitty like it is on the N64. You get like full 60 frames per second gameplay. It's got multiplayer. It's got 4-player multiplayer. It's got like an arcade thing, just like Perfect Dark does. Very customizable. It's fantastic, and I like Time Splitters 1 so much. After buying it, I bought Time Splitters 2 like the day after on eBay and had it got here, and it's even better. Oh man, I love that. I just love classic games like that that still hold up. Even though they're a bit old. I love that. It's fantastic. I might even play a little bit of it. Because I can record the PS2 in fairly decent quality without having to go through the arduous setup of plugging it in through the DVD recorder and everything. So, come on, there we go. Can I still use N60? Oh no, I can still use the N60. I don't think we have any weapons that are version 5 yet. No, we don't. Alright. It's been that long, I can't remember. But yeah, I might play some of it. It's really fun. And of course, GTA 5 is amazing. Oh, I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm only like halfway through it. Like I'm only like 50% complete. But I've kind of focused. Whoa! Oh, I died. Shit. Man, not doing well at all. Got to get back into this. Got to focus. I've been more focusing on like the extra stuff than the story. Kind of like 50-50 split between doing the story missions and doing all the strangers and the freaks and shit. The stuff that's just optional and lying around. That and trying to kind of go back and get some gold medals. I was kind of relieved when I went through the trophy list and saw that you didn't have to get all golds. You just had to get 70 overall. Because some of those golds are hard, man. But I suppose it'll be easier as I go along and get more weapons and stuff. Oh, they're spot on with the design of it. It's really good. No real complaints thus far. Quite pleased. I will mention, though, quite briefly, there was a woman, well, transgender person, who reviewed the game for GameSpot, and she got into trouble for basically saying the game was misogynistic. Like, people went apeshit and went, oh, she should be fired. You can't say that you guys thought it was misogynistic and a fucking transgender bitch, blah, blah, blah. This is the reason why people think gamers are a bunch of entitled little cunts, because gamers are a bunch of entitled little cunts. Honestly, it was ridiculous. I don't agree with her opinion at all. I think she's dead wrong. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna go, oh, she should be fired, and she's not even a real woman because she has an Adam's apple on her dick. There are different types of gender, okay? There's biological gender, which is the plumbing, the parts you have downstairs. And there's physiological gender, psychological gender, the gender you feel like. And any reputable scientist is going to tell you that if someone feels like a woman inside, then you address them as she. You call them her. That's what happens. Right? She's a biological male. She can't do anything about that unless she has a sex change operation. But she's a fucking, like, why is this even relevant, is the other thing. This is kind of like half the reason why, if it had been a man who'd said it, this would not have happened. It just wouldn't have happened. Or even if it had just been a regular woman, like not a transgender woman. It just would not have happened. Shit! No! No! Yeah! Skill! Elite, bro. See my elite jumping out of water hacks? My elite using a rock as cover hacks? Oh wow, I was about to eat my own words there. My elite abusing luck and fate hacks. Jesus Christ, dude. They're really beef enemies. Beef? Beefy. Beef is not an adjective. It's been too long since I did my editing course, I've got no idea. Yeah, none of this would have happened if she said, if she was just a regular dude or a regular woman. This just would not have happened. People going off and she's transgender, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really affect whether her opinion is valid or not. What affects whether her opinion is, or not valid, but it affects whether her opinion is sound. It doesn't affect whether her opinion is sound. What affects whether her opinion is sound is the data and the evidence. And the data and the evidence, to me, both before I got the game and after, because the review obviously came out before I got my hands on the game, so I couldn't really make a final judgment until recently. But I read it and went, I think what's happening here is you're hearing some of the jokes in the game, and you're misinterpreting it as not satire. The entire Grand Theft Auto franchise is satirical. Anyone who's played it knows that, right? It takes a piss out of every aspect of American culture to the extreme. Every aspect. And she quoted a few lines from the game as kind of being misogynistic, and saying that there were no real place in the game for characters, any substantial female characters. Now, it is somewhat true that there aren't that many female characters in the game that hold too much weight. There are some, not too many though. But that's because the fact of the matter is, in real life, if you run into a criminal, it's more likely they're going to be a man than a woman. There is no need to represent this ideal state of reality where men and women are equally criminal. Like, it just doesn't work that way. It's not how it is in real life, right? game's not required to represent what you believe to be the ideal version of reality that should exist in our world. You're not required to do that. Do I think there could be more female characters in games? Most certainly. Like, I mean, they could have put a female character in. No, I would have loved that. That'd have been cool. That would have been super. I think that would have been a better decision than 3 men. But that's me. Like, I don't see that doesn't mean there's a problem with having 3 men. It just means I think it would have been a little bit more variety if there was two dudes and a woman. That's just me, though. In the end, it is completely up to the writer to choose their characters. End of story. No argument. Alright? They're not obliged to put women in there just because you think there should be women in there because there aren't enough or whatever. And the women, the other, like the minor characters and stuff, are represented just as satirically and just in just as negative a way as the men are. The men and women are both made to look equally douchebaggy, for lack of a better word. So, yeah. Both before I got the game, I'm just like, no, I don't believe you, and then when I got the game, turns out I'm still holding the same view. I don't believe her. In terms of misogynistic jokes, again, it's a matter of you aren't seeing this as satire when that's what it is. There was a joke she quoted in the thing. She said the game had like an overall misogynistic tone. So obviously, because we're coming from 2 different perspectives, we're going to have varying opinions. But when she quoted a specific example that said, it's nice hearing a song by my favorite artist, but that kind of gets taken away when I hear a joke about a woman being urinated on. When I heard the joke about the woman being urinated on it's an ad, a satirical ad for some TV show, all about celebrities and how women want to like be a part of their lives and stuff. And the woman says in a really sarcastic tone, I totally want to go to his house and get pissed on. Like, it's a super duper sarcastic accent. You have to be a fucking idiot to interpret that as actually, like, promoting pissing on women or subjugation of women or whatever the fuck you think it promotes. Like, you'd have to be an idiot to interpret it that way. And I wrote a blog entry about this saying before I got the game this is, saying I don't think it's misogynistic. I think it's satirical, and I think that's the way I'm going to find it when I get the game. A friend of mine who's a feminist commented on it and said, "Nah, I think the games are like outright promoting misogyny." I'm sorry. She said, "I haven't played the games before, but I believe they're actively promoting misogyny." How the fuck can you possibly know that if you haven't played them? Like, what? That's fucking stupid. That's just dumb. Sorry, I just gotta wipe my nose. See, when I talk about idiots, my nose gets all itchy. Oh no! Ah, shit. Oh, look how close we were to defeating it. Far out. Bullshit. How could you possibly know that, though, if you haven't played it? It's stupid. It's like that Anita Sarkeesian woman. I want to get into like a talk about gender stuff in gaming, because there are some issues which I believe are there, and there are some issues which are pushed which I don't believe are there. And the stuff Anita Sarkeesian talks about, if you haven't watched her Feminist Frequency Tropes versus Women or whatever the fuck it's called, you'll know what I'm talking. If you have watched it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't watched it, go watch it and just facepalm. She talks about all these games that have all these supposedly misogynistic things in them. The fact of the matter is she hasn't played them. She went and stole a bunch of footage from Let's Play channels and misinterpreted everything she saw to be misogynistic. Like, any situation where there was a man and a woman, and the woman was in any way suffering, she would just automatically interpret it to be she's suffering because she's a woman. Just fucking automatic. Like, there was some scene in, I think it was Time Splitters actually, where there was like a parody video where there was a woman tied to a train tracks like in an old western, and a train was coming to get her, and there was like an evil villain like twirling his mustache and laughing, something like that. Obviously a piss take, right? Obviously a takeoff of all the typical Western movie scenarios with the damsel in distress tied to the train tracks. Not promoting it, just literally just portraying it for what it is. And she goes, that's promoting misogyny. How the fuck is that promoting misogyny at all? It's parody, you fool! If anyone misinterprets it, it's their own fault for being stupid and thinking that actually the developers of the game actually want you to tie women to train tracks, or that they think that's acceptable. Like, how the fuck do you misinterpret it like that without being a complete moron? And a friend of mine, I kind of mentioned this to a friend, like, it's people misinterpreting it. It's not... The games aren't actively doing anything. And she said, well, yeah, but we should... But people intake shitty ideas, and we should prevent people from doing that. It's like... Isn't that blaming me for other people doing stupid shit? Like, I think we got into the subject of rape jokes as well. And she says, like, I don't think jokes should trivialize or belittle rape.
That is odd.
Because that gives rapists the idea that rape is okay.
I mean, you know, it may contain a clue.
And then that'll encourage them to go rape. It's like, in exactly the same way, isn't you wearing a short skirt and a tight top giving rapists the impression that you're open to sex and that you give them automatic permission and that encourages rape? I didn't say that to her, but I know her response would be, no, of course not. The rapist shouldn't rape me no matter what I'm wearing. Exactly. No matter what you say or do to a rapist, or, you know, put in the way of a rapist, put in front of them, the rape is still their fault. Or any rape they commit is their fault. It's silly to blame me making a rape joke, or blame a rapist raping someone on me for making a rape joke, which through their interpretation of it, encourage them to rape. That is stupid to me. There is a rape problem. Like, certainly. There's definitely an abundance of sexual assault. It's far more prevalent than you think it is. Like, 1 in 6 women has been abused, sexually assaulted, and 1 in 20 men, if you state rape to them, if you describe rape without saying the word rape, 1 in 20 men will go, yes, that's acceptable. I cried when I saw, like, the friend of mine who I'm talking about, the feminist, linked me to that statistic. I cried when I read that. That was horrible. It's awful. It made me kind of go, oh, okay, fine, I won't ever talk to or touch or approach a woman again. Don't worry, I'll stand over here in my little corner. I won't do anything. But that's not what she meant by, you know, that's just my emotional response to it. It is frightening. It really is. So far be it for me to decline the fact or deny the. Oh shit! I'll have to go back and get that bolt. How are we doing for time? I want to get through this entire level. How are we doing for time? 20. Oh fuck it. Well, you haven't had an episode in God knows how long. Screw it. Like seriously. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, far be it from me to deny the fact there's a rape epidemic. If you were to present evidence, maybe you'd be able to sway me the other way, but with the evidence I have seen, I believe there is. That does not mean, however, that I am supposed to, like, massively curtail my own freedom of speech and freedom of expression in terms of rape jokes, or that GTA or that Rockstar has to do theirs and has to curtail theirs in terms of potentially, or jokes that might be interpreted to be misogynistic or whatever, because rapists might interpret them badly or misogynists might interpret them badly. It is their responsibility to stop being rapists and misogynists, not my job to stop accidentally encouraging things I'm not even trying to encourage. It's foolish to me. Just like it's not a woman's job to dress conservatively so she won't entice rapists and accidentally lead herself to rape. It's just silly, right? It's just dumb. It's a dumb mindset. Whoops, microphone. Yeah, to me it's just silly. That it's my responsibility to not encourage rapists to rape. No. It is... I mean, there are some rape jokes if you... like, and this whole thing on rape jokes, by the way, I started thinking about this. Is that version 5 now? It is. Well, goodbye. Can't use it anymore. This whole thing about rape jokes got started with me, like, personally, not with this friend of mine, but it kind of... I started gaining an interest in it when there was an article in a uni magazine about this theatre sports performance, like an improvisational comedy performance at Sydney Uni, which I don't go to, so I never saw it, which had, and this person wrote an opinion piece saying there were pro-rape jokes in the performance. I've never heard a pro-rape joke in my life, ever. So I was kind of like, what's the pro-rape joke? But she never said what the rape joke was, so I couldn't determine whether it was a pro-rape joke or not. And this kind of got me thinking, like, one, what's a pro-rape joke? Is that a joke that actively promotes rape, or is that a joke that can be interpreted to promote rape? is that a joke that mentions rape, or you know, like, and I kind of started thinking when a rape joke is acceptable, and this kind of stuff. And this friend of mine kind of came along and said that we shouldn't tell jokes that belittle, that trivialize. That's the word, trivialize rape. And I'm like, well, what's that? What's trivializing rape? What's that? I don't know what that is. You just pull the word out of your, well, not you've pulled the word out of your ass. The word is real, but I don't know what that means. What does it mean to belittle rape? And by telling a rape joke that mentions rape, am I kind of trivializing rape, or is the person who's listening to the joke trivializing rape by listening to what I'm saying? There's kind of an equivocation of terms here where we're just getting muddled up, and there's this aspect that's open to interpretation that makes this a lot harder to deal with than we might like it to be. And far be it from me to say that there's, like, you should just be able to tell any joke you like. I'm not trying to push that at all. Like, if you actually went on a stage and said, here are some reasons why I think rape is acceptable, I'd be sitting there going, what the fuck? Excuse me? What? So, the jokes that this person wrote about in the magazine, saying they're pro-rape jokes, I could very well have listened to them and agreed. And gone, wow, that's some fucked up shit. Why is he saying that? Or why is she saying that? That's messed up. Well, probably a he, but... like, what's going on? Why is a person saying that? It's horrible. But at the same time, maybe I wouldn't. And the only way I can judge it is by listening to the jokes myself, rather than being told they're pro-rape jokes. If you want me to think for myself, then you're supposed to fucking say what the jokes are. Don't just say, they're pro-rape jokes. Yeah, it says you. So anyway. My point is that when it comes to supposed misogyny and sexism and rape jokes and blah 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 in works of art like stand-up or games, it's not black and white like feminists put it, nor is it black and white like freedom of speech activists or men's rights activists might put it. It's nuanced. It's a nuanced kind of thing we gotta examine carefully. What the hell was I talking? GTA 5. Right. So yeah, I don't believe GTA 5 is misogynistic at all. As a matter of fact, like Trevor, for anyone who's played the game, Trevor, the crazy one, the most psychopathic one, the crazy dude, actually outright gets angry at some of the characters for belittling women. See what I mean? It's not just because a game has like one potentially misogynistic thing in it doesn't mean it's entirely misogynist. And also with the review that this woman gave, she gave it a 9 out of 10. She really liked the game, she just didn't like this one aspect of it. And she's free not to like it, she doesn't have to like it. You can't force someone to like something, it's silly, you can disagree. But you can't fucking get someone fired for disagreeing. It's dumb, right? It's just silly. But yeah, I do wholeheartedly disagree and think she's just wrong. Totally fucking wrong and misguided and not knowing what she's talking about. Hypersensitive. But yeah, the game... just getting back onto the game itself. Whoop, can't use that. Gotta be careful. The game is really fun. And really funny as well. I've had quite a few laugh out loud moments. Like, the scene where Trevor's introduced... Spoilers if you haven't played the game yet. The scene where Trevor's introduced, he's just casually fucking somebody. He's just casually fucking somebody, then he stamps on a biker's head. They really did nail the humor. It really is a funny game. Really good. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Oh, shit! I keep... Sorry! I keep... Gotta remember not to use the weapons. There's a button up there, isn't there? Now, to get the... Gotta get the thing. Gotta go over here. Go. There we go. Over here's another platinum bolt, I think. Titanium! Far out! It's stupid! In the Ratchet Clank 2 LP, I kept calling them either gold bolts or titanium bolts. Here I'm calling them platinum bolts! That's wrong! I just can't get it right. There we go. Okay. There it is. Yeah, I'm running out of weapons, man. Like Tempest. Spinning Hydra, whatever the hell. Who cares? Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It really is fun. The whole character switching thing, kind of annoying sometimes. It's kind of funny when you switch to Trevor and he's waking up drunk. That's kind of funny, but yeah, like it's sometimes annoying when you gotta like drive half of 5 miles to your next location because you have to switch character. But oh well. Other than that, it really is fun. I'm kind of curious as to the online. Like, what is it, and what's the big deal with it? What the hell's wrong with it? What do people think's wrong with it? And stuff like that. I've heard, and like, the reason I'm kind of skeptical is because I really liked GTA 4 online. It was obviously very buggy, and disconnections happened all the time and shit like that, but there was it was simple. In that you just pick the game mode, and you play the game mode, and you could customize all the stuff from the menu, and you just... That was it. Like, there was a bunch of game modes, and there was free mode as well, if you wanted to just mess around. And there were a bunch of other structured modes. You pick them from a menu, you customize them from the menu, and then you start, and then when you finish, you go back to the menu. And this just seems like just totally open world, no menus, or very few menus. And I don't know if you start modes by driving towards them or if you do them on the phone or what the hell. I just don't know. So it's kind of, I guess it's like a fear of a fear of it being different. Because if that might make it harder for us to do like Busted. Like, do we have to like fucking find our own police cars and store them in a garage? And do we have to like pay to get the cars back if they break or if they're destroyed? Like, what the hell? I'm confused. That and all the glitches and stuff. Like, do I have to worry every time I play it that I'm gonna lose all my progress? Ah, shit. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of iffy about it. Still though, it should be fun once. Oh, not ROF. Fucking hell, it's been that long. I haven't played an event either in months. Because one, there haven't been that many events on next gen gaming, or next gen GTA, I should say. I don't even know the names of them anymore. I have checked back there periodically, but for anyone who's like on the forum with me, you'll notice I haven't posted like anything. That's because I've been busy with uni and stuff. I have periodically checked back to see when the events are and stuff, but I just haven't had the time. And they all started at like, fucking 3, 4, 5 a.m. I'm not getting up at fucking I'm not getting up any earlier than 6. It just fucks up my sleeping habits. I've had to work quite hard to get them back into shape for uni, my sleeping habits. I'm doing okay at the moment, but joining even one event at 3 or 4 a.m., it fucks up my entire sleeping habit for up to like, a month. Because I just don't have the discipline to get it back, so... Crap. Crap, shit. There we go. Oh, that one was almost at the top on the side there. Yeah, I just haven't had the time to do it, so my method of discipline has been to not join events. So that's why I haven't uploaded any, that's why I haven't played in any. And of course, because they're all GTA 5 events now, I haven't joined any because I just don't want to get involved until they fix up all the glitches. So, but yeah, once they get it sorted out, once I'm kind of assured that they're not going to be shitty, I will be quite happy to join and have a lot of fun. Hope all the rivalry and shit's died down. I've kind of checked back and seen stupid posts, like people fighting with each other. There are still posts with people saying they're representatives of ABM. ABM is like Association of Band Members or something, like a forum that a few people on jeez, fucking acronyms. A few people on ORF, the forum before NGG, they got banned for various reasons, unjustified and justified, whatever your opinion is, they got banned anyway, and they created their own forum called Association of Band Members. Everyone from ORF and NGG has now, everyone from ORF and ABM, I should say, has now gone to NGG. NGG is the one forum we use now. But there are still people who say they're representatives, like in their signature, they're representatives of ABM. Why are you a representative of ABM? Why? Like, do you go there? Do you visit there? Or do you still post there? Like, what's the deal? People seem to be tied to this team, or this clan loyalty. It makes no sense to me. Stupid fucking male rivalry bullshit. Oh, it's just facepalm worthy. It's only a few people, but it's still silly. I don't know why you have it. It's just dumb. But hopefully I can get in there and have some fun. Hopefully they've worked out how to do Busted. Like, Busted in the desert, over the country areas, is going to be so fun. Oh. Like, it's got a lot of potential. I don't mean to say I think GTA Online's going to be shit. It's just that I fear the bugs and the stuff and organization might be a bit crippled compared to what it used to be, and it was already pretty crippled with all the disconnections and stuff we used to have. But hopefully, if they've improved it, then I'll be more than happy to come back, especially when I finish my exams and stuff. And I should, by the way, I'm going to do a couple. I'm going to bank up a few episodes. Hopefully, I've got the time to do that. Because uni's kind of died down a bit now. I've only got like one exam and one essay due. One exam? Do I have an exam? No, I don't have any exams. One assessment and one one take-home assessment and one essay to do. So that's it. That's it for the next month, and then after that it'll be exams. So there might be a 2-week period where I post like nothing because I've got I have 4 exams in the space of 2 days. They're the first 2 days of the examination period, so they're as early as possible. Whoever scheduled that is a right cunt. It's just super bullshit, but nothing I can do about it. So hopefully I'll post more regularly, and until next time, I will catch you guys later.